I'd like you to think about 3 things. You ready? Number 1, something from your past that still troubles you. Number 2, something about the present that's difficult for you. And number 3, something about the future that worries you. In his farewell speech to the Israelites, Moses wanted to address all 3 of those things for them. And he did, in one verse. In Deuteronomy 33, verse 27, he said, "The eternal God is your refuge. Underneath you are his everlasting arms, and he will drive out your enemies before you." The eternal God is your refuge, he said. In other words, he was reminding them that, remember, God was with you in the past, going all the way back. The one who drove apart the waters of the Red Sea, the one who set you free from Egyptian slavery, the one who provided bread for you in the desert and water for you in the desert for 40 years. The eternal God, the one who's been here the whole time, he's going to continue to be there for you. And underneath you are his everlasting arms. They are. The same powerful arms that were there for you in the past, they are right here for you in the present. They are. Embracing your entire life. And he will drive out your enemies before you. God was aware of what was coming. He knew the challenges. He knew the troubles. He knew the enemies. And he was not going to fail to drive them out before them. Moses wanted to remind them of his comprehensive care of their lives. And the same applies to you. God takes full responsibility for the comprehensive care of your life, past, present, and future, even if the one thing that troubles you about the past the most, even if the one thing that is most difficult for you in the present, even if the one thing that worries you most about your future is you. Mistakes you made in the past that you can't forget. Inability to handle the present in the way that you know you need to. Or inability to feel good about the future. Because you know you. Even if there's a lot about your past, your present, and your future as you think about it that you hold against you, not even that is going to stop God from putting your life in his hands and taking care of all of it. And how do you know? Because of a very special word Moses used just one verse earlier. If you've been reading through these chapters of Deuteronomy later in the book, then you've read it a couple of times. It's the word Jeshurun. And Moses uses the word Jeshurun to refer to the Israelites. And what in the world does Jeshurun mean? It's basically the poetic name for Israel. I can't tell you where it came from, but it's a poetic name, and it basically means that the person who's speaking it is making a promise to the person he's calling Jeshurun. A promise that they will always see them in the very best possible way, as if there are no flaws, as if there's nothing to push away. And that, most certainly, is how your Heavenly Father always looks at you. It's the right that Jesus earned for you when he took all of your mistakes from the past and all of your guilt in the present, and even all the things that you have yet to do in the future that are less than perfect. And he carried them to a cross and forgave them. So that when your Heavenly Father looks at you, he sees no reason to push you away. Just every reason to love you, to embrace you, to continue to hold you in his everlasting arms and never let go. Your past, your present, your future. It's in good hands. Rest well tonight, my friends.